everybody. Welcome to another great Sunday, an episode on this YouTube channel where we'll talk about things that make your life better and make you better at life. My name is Scott Monero. We're excited to have you here at Unlock Church in the digital realm, the sphere of digital life living. My wife of 24 years is hanging with us with a hat that she bought when we were first married. Holly Mendenhall, how are you
story.
doing?
This hat is about 24 years
Yeah, it
old.
reminds me of the show where Blossom, was it called Blossom?
Yeah.
Blossom. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good to have you.
You know what? I realized that the 90s are back.
The 90s are back. I also realized that this camera, we're flipped. I'm looking at you, but it looks like I'm looking away from you. I should be talking.
There we go. We got it.
Fail, everyone, but you get it. That's my wife at 24 years. We got 8 children together. We have been a family for 24 years. First 7 of our lives married.
You and I, baby.
No kids, right?
None. Didn't think we were going to have any.
Nope. And then after that, it's just been going and going and going. And so we're in a brand new series called Family Matters, everybody. We're stoked on this. This is where we're going to talk about family matters inside of 2 spheres. It's a play on words, if you will. Matters, like you got family and it matters. Family should be a pretty high priority, so it matters. And then family issues, family topics, family matters. So we're going to deep dive. We got an expert on this field. He's been on this earth for 19 years.
Just 19.
19. He's an expert. He's part of a family. Everyone, this is Brendan, one of our interns.
Hey!
Thank you.
How we doing, Brendan?
Doing good.
Yeah? Stoked to be on today?
Yeah.
Are you a little nervous?
I am a little nervous. Was not expecting this when I came in today.
Yeah, see, we hold our cards close around here because if we said you were all going to be on camera today, yesterday, you'd be nervous. Yeah, but now you shortened the runway of nerves and you're just plopping in here.
Yeah.
And so it's good. When you feel those nerves, I always like it because you know you're alive.
Don't be too harsh on them.
Your heart's racing. It's just, I like that. I like the new of experience because you get nervous. Hands are a little sweaty.
I mean, not really. I'm used to being in front of people. I did all the musicals through high school.
Okay.
Lots of theater.
All right.
It's the off the wing that was all planned.
Okay, well, here we go.
Because you're used to a script. You've got everything in front of you that you get to practice over and over. All right.
So everyone drop a comment if you're watching live. Give a little bit of love to all the interns today because we're going to rotate them through today because we want the digital family of Unlock Church to meet your interns that are doing spectacular work in the behind the scenes of things that you don't maybe necessarily get to see all of it, but they are doing a great work. So we're stoked about this. We really, really are. So today's topic is week 2 in Family Matters. You should go back and watch last week's. Today, we're going to talk about a thing that destroys all families. It's actually, we're going to quiz. We're going to start with Brendan first, okay? And then, Brendan, if you don't get it right, you're going to get booted, and then we'll bring somebody else in, okay? Fair? Like we're going to play this game? No. We're just going to see how all the interns answer this question.
He didn't send notes again today, guys.
I didn't?
No notes.
Strategy.
So we're going no notes online.
Because typically I would send notes and then Holly would cheat and look forward to answer the questions. It's cheating. Everyone knows you should stay right where we are, but you get distracted. It's cool. Whatever.
Okay.
So, Brendan, there are a lot of commandments, but mostly people focus on the top 10. Here are 10 commandments, okay? Have you heard of them?
I have heard of them.
Okay, great. Out of the 10 commandments, and we're going to put them on the screen, so we're not going to challenge you to give us all 10. So we're going to be really kind, okay? So let's go to the 4.
It's like a pop quiz
okay, here's a list of them, and now let's put all 4 of us up there, plus that in the bottom corner. Here are your 4. Which one of these 4, Brendan, which one of these 10, and those playing along at home, do you think if you break this one, it makes it like a downward spiral to make you break all the other ones?
You shall not bear false witness against your neighbors.
Do not. Which number is that? Let me find it.
Number 8.
8. He's going 8. You shall not. So how do you see that? What do you think that one actually means? Do not bear. There shall not bear false witness against your neighbor is what?
I think that means lying about or making up stories or coming trying to get someone else to not like your. When you think of neighbor, you think of people. But false stories.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not lie. Again, let's just put it full screen. Let's read through the list really quick. Brendan, we're not done with you. So, I am the Lord your God. You should not have strange gods before me. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Remember to keep holy the Lord's day. Honor your father and mother. You shall not kill. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. And you shall not covet your neighbor's goods. Okay, those are the top 10, and you're going 8.
I'm going 8.
How confident are you in that?
I feel pretty confident.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I chose.
But why do you feel that? What is it about 8 that makes you feel like if you break that one, it'd be so easy to take the Lord's name in vain?
What?
Yeah.
I saw it in his face.
You saw it in his face. He didn't hear.
You were asking.
I'm saying what one of those 10 makes it easy that you're just going to probably. If you
break one,
you're going to break all of them.
Likely the rest.
It's like the gateway into breaking all the 10 commandments is you're saying number 8, lying.
Wait.
Oh, now he's wanting to wait. He's scratching his head, everybody. He's perplexed.
So he's thinking about like if you lie, then you're more likely to dishonor your father and mother. If
is
you
that right?
lie,
wait, are you trying to help Brendan here? We want to see him squirm on the hook here, okay? We're looking for the man to squirm. Brendan, what say thee?
I think I'm going to change my answer.
Oh,
here.
you are? You're changing your answer. Okay. In light of new information.
I'm going to change it to 1.
1. I'm the Lord your God. You should not have any strange gods before me. You know what's interesting enough? When asking your mother today, because his mom volunteers at the church 2 days a week. She's a rock star status. And when it comes to volunteering, how do you get to the level? Volunteer 2 days a week in the office, okay? Her answer was that too. Interesting. You didn't get there first, though. That was her first go. Okay, you should not have any other gods. Now, why do you say that?
I say that because it seems like the most foundational one.
Okay.
I think the rest of them kind of come from that one.
Okay, you're saying that's the root of all of them. I like where you're headed. I like how you say that. Okay. We're gonna bring in. We're not done with you. We're just gonna bring Faith in next. Okay.
All right,
so
Faith,
Holly,
another one of our interns.
How do you feel about this question? Do you agree with Brendan? Do you think 1 is it?
I liked what he had to say about it.
Okay.
I liked what he had to say about it.
But
I
that's
think
not your go-to.
I have a different one. I think I have a different one.
Okay. We're going to save it to you. Now we bring on a wonderful woman named Faith. Faith, how you doing?
Yay!
I'm good. I'm nervous.
All right. You're nervous? Bring that mic down so we can see your beautiful face. There you go. There you go, Faith. You are wonderful.
We love Faith.
Faith, all the way from Texas to answer this one question for our church online. Do you need? We'll put it on the screen again for you to see. Out of the 10 commandments, and there are 614 other ones, but out of the top 10,
we're going with 10.
Yeah. What one of these do you think's the gateway into breaking all of the 10 commandments or all the commandments? What one is the gateway? You do it; it's an easy slide downhill.
Never been asked on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
But I'll give you the music.
All right, Faith.
I think number 1 as well.
Number 1, you're feeling good about that.
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
So how I see it is if you break that commandment, you see God as not your first, God not your first thing in life. I think you will spiral down in every other way. Like if you see lust as your God, you'll start to covet other people's things. Mm-hmm. And that's another commandment you're breaking. Yeah. If you see maybe your friends as your idols or your gods, you're gonna not respect your parents. You're not gonna see them as your first or the things that are important in life.
Wow, she's unpacking some truth there.
These are our young people.
These are the interns of your church, everyone. Faith.
That's amazing.
That's a pretty good answer.
That's a good answer.
Could make me change my answer.
Okay.
But it's not. But it's a good one. It's a good one.
That was good.
Faith, you've been an intern here at Unlock Church for 2 weeks. How's it been going?
Stressful.
What?
Stressful, but a change.
What's the stress? What's the stress?
That light box.
That light box. Oh my goodness.
She's been working on a project and is not.
Yeah,
quite
so we're
winning.
giving them all these tasks to learn and how to problem solve and all these different things, and she's trying to win in being able to turn literally lights on and off in student ministry.
You think it sounds so simple?
It sounds easy,
but
not one intern is able to do it yet.
You're not the intern.
Not one intern. You've been on it a week now?
Yeah.
You started last Thursday, right?
Yes.
You came in early for it?
Oh, on that project.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's been a week.
It's been a week, not getting it.
It's grueling. It's been
technology.
grueling.
It's
technology.
Stay at it. You're going to get it. Stressful. Hopefully you've had some fun too.
Yes, of course.
How about that video you made last week? Hilarious.
I had so many compliments on it, so I think it was
a win.
great success.
Oh,
yeah.
That was a win.
Totally.
You can go to my YouTube channel and
So
you
funny.
can, I think it's Epic School Lunch Fails or something. Go watch it. It's hilarious. The interns are creating great content for our student ministry here at Faith. Thank you for your answer. You did a fabulous job. Now we're going to bring up Chloe, who Chloe is one of those here that is ball of energy all the time.
All the time. Always got a smile.
Today she came in and almost broke the door.
Oh, was she that intense?
I don't know what happened. I think her bag hit the door first. If we can go to the three of us, you'll see left, right, center. Now we're switching people up. That means some people are learning new jobs in the studio today.
Pull that mic
Faith, on the
Chloe.
left-hand side of the screen, you see all those center, right, left. You got to click those little squares. Chloe
was on that job. There she is.
There's
Chloe.
One of the three interns, ball of energy. Chloe,
always smiling.
why'd you try to break the office door today?
It was
You got to put the mic to your face.
It was an accident.
Okay. I figured that, Chloe. I didn't think but you just, it sounded like you had bricks in your bag today.
Yeah, well, I always carry like a bunch of stuff in my bag.
Chloe, you don't got to yell. Your microphone will pick you up. It's okay.
That's just how I talk.
We either have Chloe the whisperer or Chloe the shouter.
That's me too, Chloe.
That's okay, Chloe. So
loud.
you just slipped and hit the window today?
Yeah, in my bag, I think I like did a whoosh, and my bag just went whoosh, and I was like, oh.
Oh, that's great, Chloe. It's great. All the sound effects, everything spectacular.
Yeah, that was great.
I hope everyone, you're enjoying meeting the interns as we speak to them.
They have been amazing.
Today, they're learning technology to run, teaching them all of the intricacies of online church and church in person. It's been a learning curve. Would you say that? Is that easy to say, Chloe?
Yeah, definitely. But hopefully I've been doing okay.
You guys are rock stars.
They're rocking it. And what I think I love about it is, well, Faith is from Texas and was involved at her church down there.
All right, Brendan, as she talks, find the one that says left camera and click it.
And comes just straight to me. Chloe and Brendan are from here, our local Unlocked Church. And so they have been volunteers for years and have done lots of things with us. But they are seeing a whole new side of what it takes to actually make church run, or how to and be involved with people, or how to schedule, whatever it may be. So it's just a whole new... It doesn't just happen, folks.
Tomorrow,
right?
Tomorrow they're going to wake up very bright and early. Brendan, you're going to come to me as I talk now. The top one, very top one. We're trying to instruct.
I can stay here.
They're going to get up early because they're all going on a mission trip tomorrow up in Wisconsin. So the whole church is going, but they're a part of it. And so we're filming this really late in the evening, and then we're going to all sleep a few minutes and then get on a mission trip. So they're trying to keep up with me. Okay, so we're coming now to Chloe, to the big question of the day. Okay, you see on the screen the top 10, we're calling it, right? Those things that are big deals, okay? The answers. Here's the answers, your choices, okay? Here you go. Which one of these do you think would be the gateway to breaking all of them? Again, this is subject to your opinion. So are you going with your other two compadres called interns, or are you going rogue and have an opinion of your own?
Well, I do agree with their reasoning. I just have one question.
Okay.
That's always Chloe too.
Yeah.
What do you think you shall not covet your neighbor's wife even mean? Like covet and then your neighbor's? Because I don't know. That's just what I'm like, what?
Well, can we put those back up there? Again, we've chosen wordage that seems a little, it's not as, but at the end of the day, thou shalt not covet your neighbor's wife, and thou shalt not covet your neighbor's goods. What does covet mean to you, Chloe? I'm asking you that question now.
To like hold close?
Hold close.
Or like, just tight grip on her, I guess.
Tight grip?
Yeah.
So, but if this is towards someone else, you don't own anything, so you can't have a tight grip on anything. Mm-hmm. So like, we'll use this blue pen. Mm-hmm. Okay. I own this, but you could want it in a way that you're willing to do anything to get it. Mm-hmm. So what, in that way of me explaining, what's coveting?
Wanting.
Okay. I covet is I want something that is not mine. Mm-hmm. See it now? So when you read, do not covet your neighbor's wife. It's do not lust for their wife. Okay. And then your neighbor's goods, the stuff that your neighbors have, don't covet, don't long for, want for. Okay. Does that help you?
Yeah. Okay. So I think the actual logical answer is I think they're probably right. The first one.
Number one.
You know, it makes sense, the reasoning. Like, if you don't know God, then how are you able to keep his commandments? Like, it just makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
But I would say I think number 8, I feel like could easily lead to a lot of those things. Because then if you do that, then what if you get their wife?
Wait.
You're stealing.
You're saying
you're not saying
covet.
8.
You're saying
9 and 10.
9 and 10 are similar. Like, they both use the word covet.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you're stealing your neighbor's wife. That's kind of your neighbor's goods as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're starting to get
You're
it.
also stealing. Yeah. You're killing their relationship.
Ooh, man.
Ooh,
Chloe's getting it. Okay. Chloe, I applaud you.
Thank you.
I agree with Chloe. Inside of the conversation, I agree with what she's saying. That I do think that to covet is the gateway to break all the other commandments, because it's a long for something you do not possess. And the longer, when you get to the level of coveting, you're willing to go to any level to get something from your neighbor. You're willing to kill, destroy, lie, and the list goes on when you begin to covet. That's why it's dangerous to covet other people's stuff, to covet the relationship that husband and wife have, or for Chloe, boyfriend and girlfriends, right? Have you ever looked at somebody else in dating and go, oh, I wish we did that? Have you ever done that, Chloe?
I wish we were like that, or I wish were able to go do those things, or
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah,
Way to be honest.
The truth is, Chloe,
honest.
we all have done it, right? Mm-hmm. And it should be the idiot life in our life that, hey, something's wrong. We should go, oh, let me pause there. That's not the right behavior. Mm-hmm. That's going to end in a disaster relationally. Actually, when you come to family matters, both the unit, the family, it should matter. And when family issues are, most of family issues come from coveting. I'm not pleased with my family's so dysfunctional. I wish my family was like that family. Mm-hmm. And the truth is I've sat across tables of different people that have wished their family was like another family, and then they find out some little dark, deep secret about that family. Like, ooh, oh, I just wanted their money. I didn't want the lack of relationship they had. I just see they have a lot of money. That's
don't always see the whole picture of it.
When you covet, especially in this day and age, have you got social media?
Technically,
Yes.
yes. Yes.
If you had to choose, which would be your choice of Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or I guess it's X? What would be your choice?
Do we count YouTube as one?
Well, that's social media.
Yeah, I like YouTube. I like YouTube Shorts too much.
Too much. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I understand that. But when you thumb through social media, you can easily start to covet what you see through this camera lens. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a place where people live. It seems like they don't ever have to work for a living. Money grows off a tree in their backyard, right? You begin to covet, which then makes you look at what you have, and it's no longer awesome.
You didn't necessarily see what they sacrificed to get that.
And it doesn't. Yeah, you have no details how they got what they got, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
You just want what they have. And what happens when we fixate on it too long, we're willing to do anything to get it. We're willing to break all of the commandments. Probably the number one where Jesus comes along and he says, number one is love your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And equal to that is to love your neighbor as yourself. When we start to covet and want something, we're willing to break loving your neighbor. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're willing to sacrifice what Jesus has to get what we want, which breaks the family down. Most of your family matters issues are because someone in that family begins to covet what other families are doing. Oh, I wish my family got together for movie night. I wish my family got together and did dinner once, whatever it is. I wish my family had Christmas games or Halloween games or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, they're not your family and you don't know all the details. And so to do that is dangerous. So today we're going to talk about why it's so bad to covet. to want what everybody else has, to compare yourself to other people.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chloe's been coming in.
Go.
Chloe, you did this today. It was a great conversation to sit there and listen to. But then you said the phrase that only plays in today. Remember when we walked in the office today? Last 2 days you've come in and given Holly a compliment about her what?
About her hair.
About her hair. I asked Holly all about her hair, and it looks good. That's why she's labeled around here the hotness.
Only by you.
Oh, well, it's still hot. You just, got it going on. Look at that hot hat. Hotness in a hat.
What?
Okay, right there. Just look at it. Okay. You were giving compliments. How do you do it? And then you said the phrase that lets you know you just compared. I wish my hair would do that. My hair doesn't do that. How'd you get your hair? You look at it. She's even getting
I don't think I said that. I think I never have. I'm like, I don't know how you do that because I never have the energy to do my hair in the morning.
Which is, again, the backward door into I wish my hair would do that. I wish I had time. I wish I made time. It's just we got to. These are those beginning ways of beginning to compare to other people, and it's innocent where you were. I'm not saying you were
She
comparing.
was being very.
It's more of an illustration, Chloe. So don't
complimentary.
walk out of here going, "Oh, Scott thinks I want your wife's hair." I don't.
Keep telling me about my hair, will you?
Okay,
compliment.
I will.
But it begins so subtle. I don't have time. I don't take the time, but I want that without the whatever you do to get your hair like that. It's just simple. Coveting doesn't start out at the I'm going to kill someone to get it. It starts out as simple of like, oh man, I don't have time to do that. Those are the baby steps to beginning to what we've often labeled around here, living in the land of Ur.
I have a thought on this.
Yes.
So
all right, we're going to bring Brendan up. Chloe, thank you for your time.
Okay.
Great job,
Okay.
Chloe girl. Okay, so in thinking of this, like the first commandment, because I really, really liked what Brendan and Faith had to say. Like, when you remove the Lord as the number one in your life, then it spirals down of these, other things. But as I'm thinking about this more and more, is it correct that the other commandments, like the ones we're looking at, I know you said there's 600 some whatever, like those are against, like, it's an action against somebody, right? Okay. Whereas the number one is between you and the Lord, and like removing, and so I think there is. It doesn't. I just thought it was a thought.
I love where they're going, and I do think you naturally go, oh yeah, no other gods, because following God gives you the principles to love other people and serve others and all of those things, come in a relationship with God. But let's remove that there are people in this world that don't follow God. So what gets them to do heinous things and steal things that's not theirs is it's coveting.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Because we're looking at this as Christ followers and kind of talking. That's what I was getting at. Like, if you weren't that Christ follower and didn't know to keep the Lord number one all the time, well, then you're right. The wanting of somebody else's things would be what opens the door to everything else. So you always make it a pretty little bow.
We need to look at our own lives. This is so easy to point it out on everybody else, but in our own lives, we all have areas where we are comparing ourselves to. I'm sure our fine interns in this room, they are doing something unique than most of their friends. Brendan, I know who's interning here, so I know the answer to this question. But did anyone from your school sign up to intern here at Unlock Church?
They did.
Oh, yeah, I forgot your girlfriend.
She was just up here.
Yeah, she was just you're from school. Okay, besides her.
No.
Okay. All right, is anyone besides your girlfriend who attended your school taking a year to not go to college and to do an internship program at a church?
No.
Okay. So have you ever gone, oh, am I missing it? Or boy, is it...
Maybe on the third day of doing those lights.
Yeah, the lights might be making you...
For sure, that light box is awful.
It's awful. But boy, when you win...
Right now I'm comparing myself to all the YouTubers who got it on the first try.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I just want it to work. Why are you...
That's so good. Yeah. That's so
Technology,
good.
Man. It's awesome when it works, and it sucks when it doesn't. It's awful. But have you ever been in that mode where you're just looking around going, comparing your life or your status to your friends at school or in the youth group or anything? Or are you exempt from this?
No, I'm not exempt. I definitely have. I mean, both of my two best friends from high school both went to the same college and they're dorming together. I actually FaceTimed them for the first time since they left on Tuesday night.
Okay. Aww. And were you like, was there a little bit of you were like...
There was a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having a blast here.
Right.
So I'm not like really doing it. But it's a little bit like they get to have a sleepover every night now.
Yeah. They didn't shoot airsoft guns after office time.
They
the
did
other
not.
night, so,
but when they come home, you can come invite them to do that.
I wrote it like this in my notes in just big, bold letters. You will never win at life and in family matters by comparing yourself to others.
Yeah,
I mean, this is so elementary. But it's so elementary because it's a human trait to compare yourselves to others all the time, as that's the benchmark of success. Is that I want to be great and I'm going to determine my greatness by those around me. And that's just a pitfall for failure because your potential might be greater than those around you. And by you settling for the greatness that is around you, you never actually unlock all your full God-given greatness inside you. And so today, in order to fix family matters, I want to ask, can you be the best you can be? Can you be the greatest version of you? I'm not trying to go into this idea where the disciples, they're sitting around one afternoon arguing with each other who's the greatest. Holly, do you know where this verse is found? Can you look it up for us? There's this story. Have you heard this story? You know the story, Brendan? Where the disciples are arguing about who's the best?
I believe so.
Okay, you believe so. Do you think that's going to ever happen in this internship program? The three of you will be out to lunch and you guys will fight and say who's the best intern?
Not a serious fight, but...
It could happen.
Well, it's going to come up.
It's going to come up, okay? And probably now that I have set it up.
They're both staring at me now.
Yeah. And who, in your opinion, do you think would win this? Who's the best?
Me.
You, okay, fair. I would say it's whoever gets the light box to work. I would say would be the... Faith is pointing to herself like she's going to get it. I see how I turned that into some competition. But Jesus' disciples are arguing about who's the greatest. Because what they wanted to be the greatest because they wanted to be perched right next to Jesus in heaven. That's why they're having this argument. And Jesus walks up on the scene. He's like, "What's your boys talking about?" And I'm picturing it like just like I could imagine walking up on these three fine young adults, and they're talking about being the greatest intern in our church. I could see them going, "We're talking about nothing." No, I don't think they'd voice about, "Hey, we're trying to figure out who's the best," right? It probably wouldn't.
No.
Right. It just. So they do that. They're like, nope. We weren't doing it. We were just talking about the weather. And then they begin to have this conversation about did you find the verse, Hall?
Yes, I
It's
did.
found where?
Luke 9:46.
This is where it starts.
Yeah, it might start just before that, maybe 44.
Faith, can we put Holly's computer up there? It should be number 7. There we go. And then, Chloe, let's see. Here we go. An argument started, verse 46, among the disciples, as to which of them would be the greatest. Jesus, knowing their thoughts, took a little child and had him stand beside him. And then he said to them, whoever welcomes this child in my name, welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me, welcomes the one who sent me. For it is the one who is least among you all who is the greatest. Master, said John, we saw someone driving out demons in your name, and we tried to stop him because he's not one of us. Do not stop him, Jesus said, for whoever is not against you is for you. Okay, there's so many good things. And Jesus begins to say, hey, look, you want to be the best? Then serve. And so that's how we define greatness around here, is our ability and capacity to serve others. Okay? But then on the other side of this conversation, there's two sides. I got a coin here. There's two sides of a coin. On this coin, you got a face, and on this side, it's 3 one wheels, right? It's one coin, two sides. The conversation of greatness has two sides of a coin. You have the biblical. There's the close-up. There you go. Oh, you saw it there for a second. There's the face. It's blurry. And then there's the 3 one wheels. Good job, Faith. I love this coin. It's great. It's a unique coin. And so no one can say it's not heads or tails because literally heads in 3 one wheels. But this conversation of greatness we're going to have today, because I want you to be the greatest version of you can be. This is not about you becoming something that you can lord over. It's to be great to serve under. That's the idea. That's the one side of the coin. The other side is how good can you be? How good at what you do can you be? Not cutting corners, not being lazy, but being the best to inspire those around you, to unlock what we say, unlocking your God-given greatness. Like it's in you. It's programmed into you to be great. We are created in God's image. We are uniquely made. Brendan, let's look at your thumb really quick. There it is. We'll just put all our thumbs up there, right there. Okay. 3 thumbs on the screen at the moment. 3 uniquely made thumbprints. Which it should be. Brendan, have you ever looked at your thumbs? You know what baffles me about fingerprints is that I can cut my finger, and most of the time they grow right back to my fingerprints. I don't have scars there.
Or if you're working with sandpaper or
and
something.
it rubs them off.
Yeah, I've cut my thumb almost off.
Yeah, and your thumbprint's still there.
You can see.
No, I get it. You can really probably do some damage, but I'm just saying from average everyday use, my fingerprints are my fingerprints, but they're mine. They're unique. Even the FBI talks about unique fingerprints, but I think that's God's SOS. What does SOS stand for, Brendan?
Save our souls.
Save our souls. I like him. Okay. Wow, this guy's on fire today. We have some of the best young people
smartest
ever cranking.
Best looking.
This is right. They're a rock star status around here. So, unique. I think it's God's way of sending an attention grabber, right? SOS is supposed to grab attention because you're somebody needs help. I think God gave us unique fingerprints to tell us you are uniquely made for a unique plan and not to compare yourself in your trajectory of life towards everybody else. That at your age, you should be married and have 4 kids, or you should be married by this age, or you should go to this school, or you should have this degree, or you should be doing this with your life at a certain age or point in your life. That is craziness. That's living in this comparison trap where I'm comparing to everybody else. Status quo. What we've got is a world that produces just about 3 kinds of people. And if you don't fall in those 3, you're crazy. That's just how the world is mass producing a standard kind of person that complies all the time. And I'm not about rebellion, but just comply. Don't ask questions. Just get in line. Don't be a unique individual. If you are unique, we'll make fun of you. When I talk about unique, I'm not talking about there's some other options between men and women. That is still very scriptural. So I'm not trying to get weird on this. I'm just trying to stay inside of Jesus' principles and his thoughts and his things of that nature. Listen, we are uniquely made, and stop using others to compare if we're winning or losing in life. Because the minute you start comparing, and adults, you know this because you tell your kids, the minute you begin to compare, you begin to lose, and lose fast. So,
good.
To be great is first and foremost to serve. So inside family units, husbands, wives, moms, dads, children, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever, you are to serve your family to be great. And then while you serve them, you're going to go and perfect your talent. You're going to perfect your learning ability. You're going to be the best you can be to inspire others to be like you in the drive to unlock your God-given greatness. Okay? Now, I wrote this. This is from a book, The Language of God. I want to read a paragraph from this, okay? Just follow along with me. While the long history of religious oppression and hypocrisy is profoundly sobering, the earnest seeker must look beyond the behaviors of flawed humans in order to find the truth. Would you condemn, now listen to this, Brendan, I'm going to come to you after this, so pay attention. Would you condemn an oak tree because its timber had been used to build a battering ram? Would you?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a tree.
Okay. It's a tree. That's his final answer.
I don't know.
What's a battering ram?
What's a battering ram? A battering ram back in the day where they would take it and swing it and knock in
like big wooden gates or something.
Yeah, doors into castles. Cool. Right? It's a tree that's beautiful at sunset, but then you've taken the thing that's this beautiful and now using it for destruction. Right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Would you condemn?
Would you
okay.
blame the air for allowing lies to be transmitted through it, Holly?
No.
Okay. Why not?
What did the air ever do to you?
Okay. Would you judge Mozart's The Magic Flute on the basis of a poorly rehearsed performance by a fifth grader?
No.
Why not?
Well, I think all these are getting down to it's the individual.
Okay. This guy's a
it
genius. Okay. If you have never seen a real sunset, Holly, over the Pacific, have you ever seen it?
Yes.
A sunset at the Pacific Ocean?
Yeah.
With me?
Yes, San
Okay.
Francisco.
Oh, yeah. It was so real. I remember it.
It's great.
Over the Pacific, would you allow a tourist brochure to be a substitute?
No.
Okay.
Not
would
even
you,
my own picture.
Would you elevate the power of a romantic love solely in the light of an abusive marriage next door? Would you evaluate the power of romantic love solely in the light of an abusive marriage next door?
No,
Why?
because that's not a good example.
Not a good example. Okay. A real evaluation of both of truth of faith depends on looking at the clean, pure water, not at the rusty containers. Make sense?
Yeah.
Tracking, Hal? Do I need to read that last sentence one more time for you?
No, I got you.
I'm going to read it for you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to give it to you one more
Yes,
time.
please read it again.
A real evaluation of the truth of faith depends upon looking at the clean, pure water, not the rusty containers.
A real evaluation of the truth.
Meaning,
Yeah.
you're going to go look at Jesus' life, not all the hypocrites, not me, not Brendan, not Holly, not Chloe, Faith, all those in here, because we're hot messes. We're the rusty container. We are looking towards Jesus, and so should you. We shouldn't look at each other to then find what our level of greatness should be. We should find inspiration from other people's words to find out what's in us. But yet you're so lazy that you will not do this. Laziness is one of the most underrated sin that we let fly under the radars of our lives. Because we're duped that doom scrolling is productive. Laziness. We are duped that binge watching a complete series in a day is useful. It's laziness. Now, I'm all for watching shows. I love movies. Holly knows that. But I do it when I want to relax, and maybe I might have a day where I do that once in a while, so I get it but I'm talking about those that watch movie days after movie days, and you do nothing, and you're like, I got no money, and it's like, well, all you do is watch movies. Of course, you have let the byproduct of laziness fly underneath the radar in your life, and you've never done anything to counteract the laziness. I love this quote. It's a quiz, Brendan, or any of the interns in the room, or anyone that's online right now, who made this famous? It's bonus point if you get the author of it, because the author is not who made this thing famous, okay? Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, or fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so other people won't feel insecure around you. We are meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us. It is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. This is all about unlocking your God-given greatness, not being lazy, getting after it, being the best version of you, Mom, Dad. This should inspire inside Family Matters, Mom and Dad. No more parenting from the couch, meaning stop doing that and not getting up and discipline and getting involved. You cannot effectively parent your children from the couch. Get off your duff and engage in your kids' lives. You can't even raise a puppy by sitting on a couch. So why do we think that we can do that from a couch? Brendan, do you know who made this famous?
I have no clue.
No clue. Chloe, any idea?
I know a smart guy is C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis. She's giving us C.S. Lewis. That's at least. Hey, you never leave a blank answer on a test, Brendan.
Yeah.
Giving it at least it was a shot, but it's not right. Faith?
Faith?
I have a feeling it's a female author.
Female author she's going with.
Female poet.
Female
Poet.
poet. Oh,
Poet.
no. Poet.
I,
No. Female. Okay, you can't hear it. Chloe goes Michelangelo. Female. Okay, Nelson Mandela made it very famous. Okay, but it was written by
Marianne Williamson.
Thank you. There you go. So you are correct in that.
My first thought was Bono.
Bono. Wow. Okay.
But it wasn't him.
It was not him. Nelson Mandela made it a huge, very popular. He quoted it, changed it a little bit, took out the God component when he made a national statement when he was out of jail.
I remember that.
But whenever I hear that, it reminds me, man, the more I go after my God-given greatness, the more I can inspire those around me. That, hey, if a guy like me, not the greatest light bulb in a box, that likes to have more fun than I should, but if I can go out and figure out where God's put my limits and live around in that sphere, I can inspire other people to go do the same. I don't want people to be me. This world can only handle one of me. They can't handle two. So I need people.
This wife can only handle you.
What's that?
This wife can only handle
Oh
one.
my goodness.
I'm teasing.
So when we talk about greatness, the other side of the coin, mom and dad, this is not a moment that you make the decision. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be a better parent. I'm going to engage better. Or Brendan say, no, I'm going to unlock my greatness this year. And it's just a moment. It's a decision. No, this is a journey. This is a journey of a lot of fails with success along the way. It's a lot of fails with a lot of successes along the way. Anybody got hair tie? I need a rubber band, but I need a hair tie. Oh, I got it, Chloe. You're too slow.
Are you going to break it?
I hope not, but Brendan might.
What?
It's new.
Great. So it should be really stretchy. Okay. I don't have a rubber band. I should get a massive rubber band and just hang it in here because I like this illustration.
I have big rubber bands inside the
unlocking
house.
God's given greatness, okay? This is what God does in our own lives, and we as parents and leaders should do this around others that we're going to inspire. And this is going to be the life of our interns. And this is where somebody said it's hard. No, they didn't use the word. What did they say? Who said it? Stressful. Another way of saying, here's what happens. And it's a great word, Faith. Faith said it. Brendan, if we can go to the really wide shot that you have, Faith, there you go. Chloe, cue that up. Okay, Brendan, I need you to pull it, but don't break it. How they lose their mind. Pull it. Okay, you can. We got to get it to where they can see it because it's on stretch. Here, go up to the blue. Okay, you see it? You see we're stretching it.
I have large rubber bands.
If I let go, what happens, Brendan?
It hits me.
It hits you. Now, if this is a big rubber band, that really hurt, right?
It would.
Okay. But there's this tension now of like we both are putting on it. It's shaking a little bit. And here's what's the deal is that as I'm pulling him towards me, what I want him to do to relieve the stress and the tension is to learn about himself, learn where his greatness is and move towards me. So, Brendan, come towards me with your hands. I'm not going to move. Now, look, the pressure and tension has come off of this. Now we have a season here. We enjoy it. It's the new norm. And then me as a good leader, what I've learned, what God does in my own life, you stay put, and then he pulls again. And he stretches. And there's this fight. Oh, so much work. What do I learn? So much stress. And then you as a young person, Brendan, in this case, an intern, you move closer to me. So come closer, right? I don't move, but there's a new norm. He's growing and maturing. And then again, after a season, God puts the stretch on. And again, we're back at the tension. Like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work, a lot of stress. I got to grow. And then all of a sudden, Brendan, because he knows the system now, keeps moving forward. Thank you, Brendan, for that illustration.
Great job.
We didn't break it.
Thank you.
That's how we become great parents. This is how we become great husband and wife, is enjoying the journey of being put on stretch and moving closer to where God is leading us, not trying to get God to come our way because it doesn't work like that. God does not move our direction in this process. He does that. He moves our way when it's salvation and things of that nature. Don't twist my words and say something I'm not saying spiritually. I'm just talking about in this growth mechanism, God stretches us and pulls us to Him and says, all right, this is the new norm. you've unlocked a little bit of your greatness. This is not a moment. This is not a one-time decision. This is a lifetime decision. I'm going to go and achieve greatness. I'm going to unlock my God-given greatness. Now, to do this, I'm going to give you some really practical things. Here's what greatness demands. And if I was a good intern, I'd take notes here. But Brendan has his Bible there, so he's on his way. But no note taking. It's okay. It's okay. You got a sticky mind. Number one is it demands a desire for this. You have to desire you have to have passion to do this. You have to wake up every day and go, I'm going to figure out where my limit is. I'm not going to try to cut it short. I'm not going to try to short circuit the system. I'm going to desire figuring out what God's put in me. It's going to require discipline.
Is that number 2?
That's number 2. That you're going to wake up early and read your Bible. You're going to read books and listen to podcasts about the things you're trying to make yourself better. How many times have you read something about this little box? We keep talking about this box. I feel like we're talking about the show Lost. Just this box. This is a mystical box. But how much have you been reading in the last 24 hours?
A lot.
A lot. Like more than you thought you would be, right?
A lot more than I thought I would be. You
know more about things you had no idea. But you're figuring it out. You're learning some things. He's like, maybe. I just wish it would work. But it's a discipline to stay after it. Faith has been at it for a week. Now we're bringing in other people to go along. Now here's the truth, everybody. Interns probably need to close their ears because I know how to do this. I can make the box work. But if I just go do it, they'll never learn how to be disciplined in staying at it.
What?
How's that make you feel, Brendan?
Are you kidding me?
I feel a little betrayed.
What?
This box is taking a lot from me emotionally.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm slaving over it.
I bet. Now, here's the truth. It was for Lily to learn. Lily got on maternity leave, so, the table leans downhill, and you're the next one in line before it gets to me. But, again, I'm trying to teach the interns principles that will help them further in life. That the box getting to work is the goal, but for me as their leader right now is to put them on stretch. I can see them. They're setting up outside and where my desk is. I can see them right through our big door here, and they just keep rubbing their eyebrows. Chloe was in here working on something. I go, Chloe, you think they're stressed out there? And you did something. She's like, yes, that is Brendan's stress face. Yeah, she said that. And so I can come and move the rubber band of tension back their way and go, okay, I'll take it from you. But they'll have learned nothing. They will not have gotten the win. When they figure it out, the win will put momentum in. I was like, oh, I see the system at play. And if I go all the way, I learn something. I celebrate the win. Mom and Dad, you short circuit this in parenting all the time. You don't want your kids to suffer. And so you step in and you do it for them. I can do it faster than them, better than them.
Guilty.
You're older than them. I hope so. But you're short-circuiting them learning a system that will help them later in life inside the system that they'll be able to unlock their God-given greatness in other areas of their life.
And I think it's something to be said as well that, sometimes we may not know, like, you guys as the interns may not see or understand how this light box is going to actually enhance your life later on. That's not always the point. Like our kids may not know why understanding how to clean the bathroom well is going to make them better at life. But the point, and we need to apply that into our own life. Sometimes we may be in the scenario where we don't understand what is this going to do to benefit me somewhere in life. And you got to trust that learning more and leaning in more to God is going to be able to be beneficial and make you better somewhere.
Right. Yeah. Brendan, your girlfriend has to leave, so you're going to leave, take her station. Thank you for being here, everyone. Moving things around this evening as people have other schedules and stuff. So Brendan, thank you for your time. Faith is still over there. So again, we're giving you 4 or 5 things that it demands to unlock your God-given greatness. And this is why people don't do it. Is because your desire fizzles out. Your discipline to stay passionate about that's a lot of work. The next one is deep practice.
What were you saying? What did you title this? Like
what? Title what?
Like what are these 4 or 5 things?
The 5 things it demands. Greatness demands.
Greatness demands. That's what I was
Greatness
looking for.
demands these things. If you're going to be great in areas in your life, this is what
I'm
it's
taking
going
notes.
to demand. It demands a deep desire, a desire that fuels the frustration in the times. Like, again, using the interns in this box. We should really have the box up here so everyone could see what it is. It's just a little silver box. It doesn't look awesome. It doesn't do anything. The only thing they'll know when they are winning if it turns on our stage lights. That's all. And until that happens, they cannot. There's no buttons on this box. They have to use outside technology to. It's crazy. So you have to have a desire to see these things through, to finish what you start. You need fuel to do that. Which the passion is what wakes you up every day to study new things. Sometimes the passion, again, in this generation, and I'm not referring to our interns, just all of us, I think my generation down, we lack the discipline to stay at things. If it gets hard, we quit. Guys, family matters are hard because people aren't doing what you want them to do. And that boils down to selfishness. What makes family matters so difficult is selfishness. But it demands deep practice. Now, this isn't a term you necessarily use. I use it a lot in my life as I'm learning things and trying to stay sharp. The older I get, trying to stay current in trends and current in topics and stuff is deep practice. This is not let me just try. This is do. I'm not going to just do. I'm going to decide before I even step on the field of whatever the thing is. I'm not going to just try. I'm doing it. Holly always says, yep, okay, we're all in. Whatever new thing we're starting, we're all in. There's no, let's just try the trial thing. No, we're all in. And then we're all in from the get-go. And we've learned a lot. And that's just, I don't know how else to do it, to figure out how to be great in all the things in my life. And this is something, again, for you, to deep practice. This is not even trying. I'm in it till I get it. The interns, you're in it until you get the lights on. Okay. The other thing about deep practice is to reach beyond things you've tried already. Now, I watched our wonderful interns, and they sometimes have tried the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Brendan smiles a little bit. Faith smiles a little bit. That's my definition of, again, interns cover years, an idiot. Trying the same things over and over again. Do the same thing, especially expecting different results.
I thought that was the definition of insanity.
It's both. It's both. Come on. When you watch someone do something, you're just like, you already did this. What did you think that it would all of a sudden... My kids do this all the time. It's like, we did this already. We were here.
True.
Expecting different... No, come on. That is a true statement when you're dealing with other people. When you're dealing with yourself, well, if you had all the facts, you'd understand why I tried that. Another one is a devotion. I'm in this to win it. I'm devoted to. I'm not giving up even when it gets hard. Parenting gets hard. We always talk about long days. The days feel long, but the years are short. And you can't give up on those long days. In every phase of raising a child, the long days look different. Newborns, sleepless nights, long. Can't figure out how to soothe a crying newborn, long. Teenager being rebellious, long. But you got to stay at it. You got to stay at teaching and stay at being the disciplinary, staying at it, not giving up. And then the last one that it requires is a drive. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Find a new way to learn something. Do something new. The older I get, the more books I have to read to learn something new. I love reading leadership books. And at this stage in my life, I keep reading books that are like, oh, well, I learned that. I have to get to the last chapter, it almost feels, until I get an aha. Well, like, that's good leadership. I've never even thought about that. And now I have to read more books to get that. It's just, it happens the older you get, but you got to have the drive to keep reading. So, those are your practicals. Now, what's this all baked inside of? Where's the scripture? Everybody's like, okay, point me to Jesus stuff, because this sounds like fun Nike commercials. Greatness. Go unlock it, right? But I'm about to give you a parable. It's a made-up story. And this parable is like those love stories that you've ever watched that you're like, oh, my gosh, this is so good. And you're like, they're going to get married at the end of this, and they're going to have kids. This is going to be the greatest Christmas Day movie ever. You're like, woo, 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 woo. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't work out like that. You're like, where did that come from? This is that story that Jesus is telling you on the spot. A parable is made up. The parable has two components in it. You're in there somewhere, and the kingdom of heaven is in there. And you got to figure out which one is what. Where do you fall in this story, and where's the kingdom of heaven? So here it is. Author Matthew is giving us the story. And Matthew is one of those accurate, detailed guys. And so listen to this in Matthew chapter 25, verse 14. Again, it'll be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one of them, he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and another 1 bag, each according to his abilities, his skills, talents. This is Jesus talking about. So what we're talking about, according to what you have matured in your life, your ability to lead people, your ability to love on people, your ability to build things, your ability to manage websites, manage lots of people, your skill that you can nurture, grow up, make bigger, stronger. According to that, Jesus is saying, again, I tell you, what will be? The kingdom of heaven will be like. I'll find Matthew chapter 25 and give us like 13, 12, and let's just see what Jesus is saying here. Because, again, it will be like a man going on a journey. Matthew chapter 25, and just give us, let's see what verse 12, 13 looks like. So we got all these goals, and if you've grown up in the church, you've heard it like this before, okay. According to their skills. So let me ask you this, if we're going to, and the last thing giggles it out. What kind of bagger are you here? If this was you, you're a worker, and you've developed your skills, are you a 5-bagger? A 2-bagger or a 1-bagger? Holly, what would you say you are? 5-bag, 2-bag, 1-bag?
1 bag.
Is that just, are you just being like fake humble?
I just was saying.
Yeah, you weren't even listening. Oh my goodness. Oh,
no, I was like, what would I be? Like, isn't the 5-bag more?
5-bag means your skill level is high.
I just said 1.
Your skill levels are low.
I'm not a very good 1-wheel rider. So 1.
Yeah, well, that's why he's not entrusted you with 1 wheels, I guess. Okay. This is a very interesting question for you, because here's what happens. We always believe we're the 5-bagger. And we will look around in our lives and go, look at them. They have all that stuff, and I don't. Maybe, just maybe, you haven't worked on your skills in your life. Maybe you haven't nurtured your leadership. Like what I love about our interns, yep, they're learning things, but they're on a leadership quest to figure out how to lead people. Like that's what we spend a lot of time talking about, and this is what feels. They're just, some days they're like, my brain has just got too much, because they've not learned this stuff we're talking about. This week we were talking about the ability to think ahead, intuition, and it was just like, what are we? They've never heard this stuff before, so they're learning to be great leaders. What are they working on? They've taken a year to go, God, I'm going to work on my skills before I go off to school.
It's amazing.
So they're trying to increase their skills, which increase the amount of bags they can manage. You probably are a 1.5 bagger. I mean, let's be honest. Like in the scale of everything, look around us, and those that are getting 5 baggers, that's not me. There are people that have bigger land than me. There are people that have a lot more money than me. All these things, right? So in that skill, like you got to look at it like this. I don't have any way to write something down for you. You got to imagine that this is in subjects. I don't need anything to write down. I'll just stay put there. This is like not all encompassing your entire life. It's areas in your life that you might be a 5-bagger in this area, but not this. I look at my life. Holly and I, we got 8 kids. That's a lot of kids. There are people that have more. But I got to then go, God's entrusting us with 8 children to raise as little boys and little girls. He's entrusting us with them. And so then I must have something that I have ability to lead that many kids. And same with Holly. Mm-hmm. But I don't get millions of dollars, so I must not obtain the skills to manage that many dollars of person. I'm okay with that. I don't look at other people and go, I wish I had their money. I look at God, I got kids, I got to take care of them. I love them. I want to be the best dad I can possibly be. I want to inspire them. I want to push them. Okay, so let's get back to the story. Then the rich man went on a journey. Did you read that really quick, Kyle?
What you were asking for verse 13, but it's not what you want. Therefore, keep
Okay, go to the very first.
So the very top says, at that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins.
There we go. The kingdom of heaven. That's what he's breaking down. He's giving you these parables, okay? And so the kingdom of heaven will be like a man that had a lot of money. He goes on a long journey. Okay, so this rich man gives all his bags of money out and he goes on a journey. The man who had received the 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 more bags. And also the one who had 2 bags of gold gathered 2 more. And the one man who had received 1 bag went off and dug a hole in the ground and hid his master's money. And then after a long time, this is the next verse, Faith, if you can just click over. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled account. A lifetime went by, people. That's what that means there. Jesus is saying a lifetime goes by. If we can come back in here, Brendan. A lifetime goes by, and the master's going to come back and go, what'd you do with this? Did you do great things with this? I gave you. So I'm asking you, what has God given to you in your stage of life where you're at? I can look at my life. He's given Holly and I'm going to speak for some land. He's given me children. He's given me a church. He's given me friends. He's given me family. Am I managing those things well? Or do I look at going, oh, God, I'm a pastor of a church. I want a bigger church. Look at their church. They're so big. Look what they can do. If we were only bigger, God, we'd be able to do that. And I begin to compare and I forget to look at what God wants to do here. I look at what they're doing over there. I want all that. And then, but do I want all their trouble? Do I want the oh, no. Right? We start comparing. We start coveting what they want. And then all of a sudden, in order to get that, I'm willing to steal, kill, and destroy. When you begin to covet what everybody else has, you are willing to cross lines you never imagined yourself crossing. This is where we've got to stop wanting what other people have and asking God to give us what we can handle. So master comes to settle the account. What did you do with what I gave you? Verse 20, the man who had received the 5 bags brought the gold, and the other 5 masters said, you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained you 5 more. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. 5 bags of gold in this scenario is 20 to 30 years of wages. 5 bags. So he's doubled it. So now you're talking about 60 years of wages. A retirement plan. So just to kind of paint the picture so you can put it in the context of this world, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's $1 million, essentially. If you're given $100 million, right? It's a lot of money. Verse 22. The man who had 2 bags of gold came. Master, he said, you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold, and see, I've gained 2 more. The master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I'll put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Now, this is where that love story situation I was talking about, where you always want these 2 to get together. And then all of a sudden, one of those that, like right at the end, they're supposed to get together, and one of them dies. You're like, what? It just becomes tragic. Music changes and you don't get the payoff, so you're really disgruntled and heartbroken. This is what's happening in this story here. Because the music starts to change and Jesus changes, it just shifts. And so the crowd's like, hold on, what? Because then the man that had the 1 bag came to the master and said, I knew you were a hard man, harvesting where you had not sown and gathering where you had not scattered seed. So I was afraid that went out and hid your gold in the ground, so that here is what belongs to you. What this man began to do, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's how hard you are. I was afraid of you, so I didn't do. When we admit that we're not going to unlock our God-given greatness to honor God first and foremost, what he's given us, and then secondary to inspire those in our family and those around us to go after God and to be the best version we can. When we behave in fear to do that, we blame it on circumstances and things that are out of our control, why we didn't. And God's going, no, I just asked you to be faithful, to stick at it to the end, to finish what you start, to grow and to mature, to be the best parent, to be the best husband you can be, to not be selfish, to follow what's written in the book of from authors that we call the Bible, to follow those things. We look for reasons why we don't do it versus the reasons why we succeeded. His master replied, "You wicked, lazy servant. You knew that I harvest where I did not sow and gathered where I have not scattered seed. Well, then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers so that at least when I returned, I would have received back with interest." See, the master isn't mad because he did something bad. It was because he didn't do anything. Let that one settle for a second. This isn't a he sinned situation. This is, I gave you something and you did nothing with it? So you're a musician and you play great music in your closet at home, but you don't play and volunteer at your church to lead worship? You can sing, yet you don't sing out loud. You don't sing in front of people to inspire other people to worship God. And the list goes on. You have this ability to make people laugh, yet you won't make your own family laugh. So then here it is. Music shifts drastically. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them and throw what worthless servant outside into the street, and throw the worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now, some people read this and go, he's casting him into hell. When Jesus talks about it, he's talking about, you know where gnashing of teeth, sometimes they refer to hell as like gnashing of teeth. It's frustration. This is, the gnashing of teeth here is frustration. You know where you hold your teeth down? I saw Brendan do it yesterday when he's working on the little box. Frustrated. You're living in that. Could you imagine that's where you live? And Jesus is saying, those that do nothing with what I gave them, they will feel frustrated. So we want to go back and we want to win. We want to pray through things. When we read through all other parables, we find the common theme is what you have is less important than what you do with what you have. What you have is less important than what you do with what you have. Well, if I had a nicer boat, I'd invite people. If I had you know how many times I hear, if I had a bigger or nicer house, then I'd invite people over. I'd host small groups. Mm-hmm. No, you wouldn't, because you're not doing it right now. It's what you do. Oh, I would bring people to church if I didn't have such a rust bucket. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because it's less important what you have. It's what you do with what you have. And you all have something to be great at. So pick one thing. Especially when it comes inside the family unit. What's one area in your family matters you're going to become great at? Because when you become great at it, other people are inspired and other people are impacted. You are an individual and one of a kind. You, uniquely made. Go find out your greatness. Your story is your very own unique story. Some of it, you love other parts of it, and you hate some of it. But it's your story. I love what Job writes in Job chapter 5, verse 2. Resentment kills the fool and envy slaves the simple. That's another way of saying, why didn't I get that? I want that. It robs you of opportunities of unlocking your God-given greatness. Maybe you're trying to parent from a couch because you think it should be easy. Oh, look at that family. They all get along. And that family probably worked really hard to do that. Because after all, every family's raising human beings, and raising human beings are a bunch of selfish people living under a roof. And it requires constant parenting and constant reminding, hey, we got to be like Jesus. Proverbs 14:30 says this, a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. You look and you covet. Again, these are all baked into coveting. It rots you from the inside. You will do things you never thought you would do. Stop coveting other families. Become great. Inspire those in your home to be great. Look at your family issues and go, what is one thing I can do to make my family great today? It starts with you. It's not a moment to be great. It is a journey. Today, some of you are going to start your journey. Here's how we're going to end it. We got a video that really wraps this up really good. And it's just simply called Greatness. We want you to watch this, listen to it, and have a conversation with God about, okay, God, here's the one area of my life I'm going to work on being great now. And it'd be really good if it's not about, oh, I just want to make money. That's not what this is about. This is about you taking your character and becoming great with it so that you may inspire other people to be great. What is that one thing? Watch this video, and then we'll be right back.
Greatness looks like washing feet. Greatness doesn't reach for a crown. It reaches for a towel. It doesn't reach for a throne or a scepter. It reaches for a mop. Greatness is not about going high but getting low. It's not about going viral and being beautiful. It's about being kind to those who've been cruel to you. Greatness is not about being seen. It's about seeing others. It's not about being first. It's about putting others first. Greatness looks like the teacher who stays late to encourage the struggling student. Greatness is the single mom working 2 jobs but still finding time to pray for her kids at night. Greatness looks like a coach who invests in his players' character, not just their stats. Greatness looks like a friend who shows up when nobody else does. Greatness is not about being served, it's about serving. Greatness is not about status, it's about sacrifice. And the greatest among us are the ones who aren't even trying to be great. They're just trying to serve. The greatest leaders I know are not the ones who demand respect. They're the ones who serve because service is the way of greatness.
That is tremendous in way to wrap it up today. I hope you're inspired today to go do something. It is about looking and turning around and serving back into your family. I hope you got something out of today. Let's pray. Jesus, make it so in our lives. May we be inspired and unlock some things in our lives to show people and inspire those around us, God. May we not talk ourselves out of this. Because if we go do this, and we are great by your great standards, serving others, then we'll change the world. And our family matters. We'll be great. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us. Interns, thanks for being with us, making sure we sound good, look good. Holly, thanks for being in the room today.
As always, you're welcome.
If you'd like to give your tithes and resources here at Unlock Church, we make it really easy. You can grab your smartphone and you can text the number 77977. Text the word unlock and then follow the prompts through that. Those resources go directly into reaching people here locally in Minnesota, digitally through YouTube, and seeing needs and meeting needs across the world. So we appreciate all of your guys' generosity in partnering with us in doing that. We will be kicking off small groups in October, which we're really excited about. We have a special announcement next week. If you do want to start to sign up for small groups, you can click that QR code, and that will allow you to sign up for this next year's small groups. We're really excited about those announcements and things of that nature. We'll announce all of that next week. We are packing up and headed to Windman. We will be there as you are watching this today in Wisconsin, doing a mission trip there. There's around 30 of us going from Unlock Church, so we're really excited to be able to go and serve people in a capacity just to be what we just talked about, being great, putting ourselves underneath them. How can we help you accomplish your goals this weekend in a loving manner? So thank you for those that are on that trip, and thank you for those that have given resources for other people to be on that trip. It's going to be great. We'll have a video of some highlights of that next week. Other than that, Hal, is there anything else we need to talk about? I think that's it.
I don't think so.
Everyone,
well done.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us. Have a fabulous rest of your Sunday. whatever football game you may be watching.
Vikings.
Good luck. Yeah, the Vikings. I told Holly the other day, our injury list looks like a receipt from CVS. It's so long. Maybe even Menards. Menards is long. We have like 17.
Right now, we're not getting a rebate.
17 injured players on the Vikings. Whew. Talk about stressful. All right, everybody. Enjoy your football games this afternoon. We out.
Bye.